Dear Donald Trump, I met God last year in August of 2017, Mr. Trump, and he handed me the light of God. Talks about it in the Bible a little bit. Light of God. Jesus' disciples had it. He handed it to me. Afterwards, he told me Armageddon's here and the whole heaven dear. And then he told me North Korea starts it. They sneak attack us, Mr. Trump. You met the man. God told me, in translation, he got the message. Either disarm or we are coming in to take your regime from you. He planned it last year. God said that's when the trumpets were played. He seen the build-up start over there, and God said, well, he watched what we did to Saddam Hussein, how we went in real fast, and he could not give the order to fight back, and he had to go live like a rat in a hole, and we found him, and his people tried him and hung him for war crimes. Well, he knows if he opened him, and we're going to hang him, or shoot him, his people are, and try him for war crimes. This is his best option. He built 2 palaces, God said, Mr. Trump, on the border of the back door of Russia. His plan's real simple. It's kind of like what Saddam Hussein did, but with nuclear missiles. He's got his cities wired to blow. The one where his palace is at too, where his missiles are. He's got truck launchers with stage 1 dummy missiles with nothing in them but a lot of propellant. And he's going to fire thousands of them up in the air throughout all the cities at the same time and other locations around North Korea. At the same time, God said he's going to simply walk from the beach of North Korea, probably a dozen or so nuclear missiles out to the fleet, and lay waste to it. At that time, Mr. Trump, nuclear missiles will rain down across the world. America and allies will be sneak attacked soon by the leader of North Korea. God told me all about Kim Jong-un's life. He told me all about your life too, Mr. Trump. You know, he's proud of you. He said you've done a great job raising your kids. And he said, a man like you, with the love and light that you have, is need war Armageddon coming up. Love and light against darkness and evil. So the fight shall start. Love and light always wins the day, Daddy said. Evil puts up a hell of a fight this time. Don't worry about it though, Mr. Trump. God said you're madly in love with this country, as you are with a woman. I love it, but he told me you have as much love in you as 100 American men. Well, I'm an American man, and I love this country, so you have a lot of love for it. God told me you want to rebuild it. Think it went wrong. Well, it never has, God said. God said they threw a great big party in heaven the day this country was founded, and it was founded on a bedrock. God and freedom for all. Love and light and freedom for all, with God standing right there with it. And it's never went wrong. Because you see, Mr. Trump, in this country, you have the freedom to be shit if you want to, or you have the freedom to be love and light. And God told me that's what it takes for his children to move on. He told me it takes that, and from this country, America, more people go to heaven than anywhere else in the world. He told me when the war starts, other countries that follow suit like us and our allies will help each other. The countries that aren't founded on God, freedom for all, and love and light, well, he said they'll implode and murder each other. Well, the war is almost here. It's the middle of June. I give myself till, well, the end of April, every day that I breathe air, and I see that the sun's not blocked out, a third of it, and millions of people aren't dead, it's a great day. See, God told me to move from where I was at when he met me, and he told me to move to a specific location. God told me that I would die a slow, painful, horrible death where I was at, Mr. Trump. And God told me, when your heart breaks, because this country gets attacked, you're going to need all the prayers and people to stand behind you that can be. And I'm right there with you, behind you, alongside of you, and I'll stand in front of you. Take 1,000,000 bullets for you. God told me, you raise your kids right, He's proud of you. He's proud of the man you are, and He's proud of the legacy that you will leave. You will do save the world from certain destruction. You see, when we get sneak attacked, well, you don't hesitate to give it right back. And that's what needed to be, as a man like you in the White House that's going to make a split-second decision to lay waste to North Korea. Well, Kim planned on it. You see, once you lay waste to North Korea, well, he's not going to come out of hiding. And why would we go in and look for him when we think he's dead? That's been his plan from last year. God told me he went home. He did not go home to the palace he had. He went home to his other palaces. God told me, well, he's getting more this way. He's getting rid of the people that hate him and want to see him dead in the country and the cities. He gets to keep his elite army. That's the only people he talks to. And he's got all his loved ones over there, a handful of people. You see, his plan is to die an old man over there. An evil old man, Mr. Trump. God told me what it takes to be evil. You have to do your sins and think they're funny. God said Kim Jong-un done all 10 sins, and he thinks they're all funny. And he thinks this is really funny too, that he's going to sneak attack us. He thinks he's going to get away with it, and he thinks it's all funny. God said there are no secrets. He buys satellite time from the Russians and the Chinese. He knows right where the fleet's at. And God told me, well, it's time. The time is here. Mr. Trump, I didn't know how great a man you are before I met God. I just thought you were a playboy wannabe president. Boy, was I wrong. And I didn't care about no little dictator and some little peon country halfway around the world that couldn't do shit. I was wrong about that too. You see, it is. It gives you knowledge and wisdom. It gives you sight. It gives you insight. You can see clearly. The blinders are off of me, Mr. Trump, and I can see as I have sight. I can see day, I can see night, as I hold heaven dear. And I'll be praying for you every day, Mr. Trump. People that are against you right now, they're going to see what a great man you are, because they're going to see what a great leader you are, just like I've seen, Mr. Trump. Well, gotta go now. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I sent you 3 books. I wrote one about meeting God. I wrote one about you. And I wrote one about Kim. Got a letter back saying thank you for the gift. Put my address on it. Put my phone number and everything. You can call me anytime you want. Stop by anytime you want to. Well, God bless you, Mr. Trump. And God bless America. Found it all. Do not worry, Mr. Trump. We're going to win the war, Armageddon. God told me, it's kind of like this. Love and light always wins the day and always wins the night. You see, he told me just go look at a satellite photo at night of North Korea. And where there could be light and there is none, there is evil in the land. God told me one other thing too. When the Muslim world sees how bad we got hit, waiting to try and kill us all over here that believe in God and believe in love and believe in light, well, they declare war on us too. And we have to stomp the evil out over there too, Mr. Trump. It's going to be one hell of a fight. And hey, tell everybody, love and light always wins the day and always wins the night. Swagadelic love, beaming out.